Chilla there. H3T, put that dang on time. I want to give a quick shout out to everyone who's going to be on here super late with me. It is past midnight. This is a very faithful edition of Late Night with Sever, and y'all are going to get a treat because this is going to be the first time that I call someone a bum this season. I normally wait until Christmas. If you're a new subscriber of mine, the tradition here on the channel is I wait until Christmas before I call someone a bum. That's getting broken tonight. Philip was popping with you and the family. Apex was popping with you. Appreciate you joining this late night edition of Sever the Bond. You're here on Q100 Late Night with Sever. New York Knicks radio, basically. Justin was popping with you. We lost to the Spurs. I don't know why I'm even doing this. I mean, I told you all the live stream was finna be late, and it is. It is just as I expected it would be. But I just figured I would be coming home to something worth talking about. I figured me coming home to cover this garbage pail of a team would be worth it, and that I would be coming home to talk about how amazing it was that we got our shenanigans together and then we beat the San Antonio Spurs. That was not the case. And if we're being realistic, I don't think anybody thought going into this game we were going to win. But it's over, and we are in the process of a back-to-back. We're going to play Brooklyn tomorrow, so I'm not really sure how that's gonna go. That's not here there. Homie Justin says, even though it's late, you already knew I was A, and I appreciate that. That's that loyal support. Justin is a day one subscriber, but that's not here there. The homie Apex says, how was Thanksgiving? I appreciate you asking. It was good. It was good. I ate quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I got the long fit shirt on because I am fatter than 15 little bits, but that's not here or there. I ate quite a bit. It was a very fun get together. I wish it could have lasted longer, but again, I had to come back to cover this sorry team, but it was cool. Thank you very much for asking. Homie Alfredo's here, and yes, this game was indeed a joke. I already knew that we were gonna lose. Just because I had my phone on me, obviously, and I was texting Matt the Knicks fan, trying to get some updates, and then I got on Twitter, and I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe I won't be in a rush to get home. So this wasn't exactly at 12 because I wasn't in a rush to get back. I saw us getting blown out by 30 in the third, and I was like, maybe I can stay for a little bit longer. Maybe we can watch that movie after all. The homie L says you've been waiting for the stream. Well, I'm here. Wish granted, gosh dang it. Izzy's here. What's popping with you, Izzy? Izzy brought up a really good point that I feel like needs to be addressed. I was on his podcast on, I want to say Thursday morning, and we discussed something that really, really needs to be addressed. Why the jive do we draft Iggy if he's not going to play? Why do we constantly call Iggy up from the G League if he's not even going to play? And unlike Trier and unlike some other individuals who don't get minutes, Iggy hasn't even gotten a chance. Now, I don't know what this man does in practice, but this man has not gotten in-game action. So we don't even know if he's trash or not because Fizdale doesn't even play him. Again, with Trier, we already know this man does not play any defense. But with Iggy, we don't even know what he can do because Fizz isn't even playing him. And again, why? Number one, why do we draft him if he's not going to play? And number two, why are you bringing him up from the G League if he's not going to get any minutes? What's the point? Leave him in the G League. Leave him in the G League. That's disrespectful to Iggy at this point. And again, you're not giving him an opportunity to go out there and do it. It's not worth it. I'm not going to yell because it's not even worth it. This game was terrible and unbearable to sit through, but that's not even there. The homie Franco is here. What's good with you, bro? The homie Eric is here. Yeah, Frank Ntilikina had a great game. And he checked all the boxes for all the things I want. I want him to score consistently. He did that. I wanted him to get assists. He got 9 of those. I wanted him to be active on the defensive end. He had like 6 steals. Frank Ntilikina had a great game, and not to quote stats, but I mean, I can't think of any other way to measure how he played, but he played well. Frank played really, 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 really well, and I'm super proud of him. Glad that he played well. I have nothing negative to say, but that is neither here nor there. The homie Alfredo says, "Please fire Fizz Tank." Oh, I agree, and I'm waiting. And again, this is just another example of I don't know what more has to happen before we fire this man, but one can only assume that we're secretly tanking and that they reversed the lottery system and we just didn't know it because there's just no excuse for any of this. I'm gonna keep it all the way at Thali with you. Homie Nigel is here and is saying that the Knicks give him a headache. Oh, you are not alone. Again, I really was contemplating not even coming home because I looked at the score on my phone and said, why am I willingly coming back home on a Friday night from my friends to come watch a game that I know they're gonna lose? Again, I was looking at the score on Twitter, like, why am I even doing this? But you know, this is what I signed up for, so I guess I can't complain about it. But that's out of here. There, let me get that Knicks logo in the background. There we go, a little branding, if you will. Peter says that this game was unbearable to watch. Oh, I agree. And it might have been a little bit worse for me because I knew we were going to win and we had no chance. That might have made it a little bit more unbearable for me. The homie L says because the team has 4 power forwards, he's too slow on defense to play with these small forwards. I happen to think that if he got some in-game experience, he might surprise us. Who knows? He has to have a chance to play, and he has not had the opportunity to go out there and prove if he's going to be trash or not. So I feel like Iggy needs that chance, and we're not giving him that. Well, Fizdale is not. L also says, by the way, what do you think of the recent statements by the Knicks organization will not fire Fizz yet because they don't know who to replace him? I'm not gonna yell. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm not gonna yell. This is not going to be the part of the show where we collectively sit here and name people who we think should be the coach, because we've already done this on every single live stream. If the organization does not know what to do, then I mean, throw the organization in the trash can. I mean, if y'all don't know what to do, I don't know what to say, but that's not even there. Side note, I know it's late, but can I still get my 10 likes? I'd appreciate that, but that's not even there. The homie L clarifies that by saying they don't know who would be a great interim head coach. I don't really think it matters. You got to get Fizz out of there. Homie Izzy says not even in garbage time. He's not getting any play. Yeah, and it's a crying shame, especially when we have when we're down 30, you think he'd be able to get some minutes, but I guess that's not the case. Homie Franco says Frankie Clamps. Yeah, he played great. Frank played really well. I've got nothing negative to say about Frank this live stream. Eric says Randle is disappointing. Reggie was popping with you. Sean was popping with you. Let me just jump in real quick and say it on camera. I do have it as the title of the video, but I just want to make sure that I go ahead and say it. Julius Randle is a bum, and I owe a couple of y'all an apology. I'm going to keep the same energy and own up when I was wrong. Number one, the idea of wanting him. I had no idea. And again, Fizdale can be linked to this because he's not being used properly. You saw the very last play of the game where Dennis Smith Jr. drove in and then dumped the ball to Julius Randle, something that Elfrid Payton used to do, but apparently he doesn't feel like playing, which we're going to get on Elfrid Payton at some point, but not tonight. There's just too many things to talk about, but that is how Julius Randle should be played. However, and this is a very large however, because David Fizdale is, we've discussed it on multiple occasions, he's not using the players correctly, but David Fizdale is not the one out there chucking up air balls. David Fizdale is not the one spinning to the basket every single time. David Fizdale is not the one out there finishing, fading away from the basket in the air, leaning to the side like he's Derek freaking Rose. I do not understand how this man is this terrible. Julius Randle is just horrible, and it's on both sides of the ball at this point. And again, there's only so much I can put on to Fizdale. Again, Julius Randle is not being used properly. I will give him that. But his performance tonight is inexcusable. There are some times where it's like, okay, he's not playing the best offensively, but at least he's doing other things. Tonight, he wasn't doing a thing right. If there was any chance of us coming back and winning, which there wasn't because we're the Knicks, but hypothetically, if there was any chance of us winning, Julius Randle it was almost like he was paid off by Popovich to sabotage the team. I'm going to be real, not since Moutier. Again, keeping it in the tally with you, not since Moutier have I seen anyone this trash out there in a New York Knicks uniform. It's disgusting. And I just want to apologize because some of y'all have been saying that, saying, yes, Fizdale is trash, but we got to hold the players accountable. And again, up until recently, I've been trying to keep the focus on Fizdale, but tonight, I mean, come on, Randle, come on. Come the jive on. You can't hit an open shot, and if you're not comfortable taking a open jump shot, how about you run a simple pick and roll, set a pick and drive to the basket? And that doesn't mean you take the ball and you try to initiate. You're not the freaking point guard, bro. Especially since Fizz isn't running any plays, so it's like if Fizz isn't running plays and you're the one bringing the ball down the court, then that's you doing that. Like, he's really out there doing it himself. This is your decisions. You're making the decisions. You're calling your own number and you don't know what to do. You can't score. You can't play any D. He's calling his own number. This isn't Fizdale having a botched play. This is you being a bum. And I've been trying to be nice. I've been really trying to be nice. I've been trying to be fair. But y'all, it's almost freaking Thanksgiving, and this man is a garbage can. This had to be one of his worst, maybe the worst night I've seen from him. And again, I understand Fizdale is trash, but there ain't no way he's to blame for all the things we saw from Julius Randle. Back to y'all. I apologize. I just had to put it out there because he's getting away with a lot of stuff, and I think it really needs to be addressed. Him coming out there and saying he blames himself and all, no, let that stuff go, bro. You're a bum, and it's as simple as that. He's a bum. I'm sorry. Homie Sean says, why is Knox not playing? Knox is not playing because Kevin Knox does not play defense, and that is one of the only things I agree with Fizdale on, because he does not play any defense. I think a better question is, why does Taj Gibson not end games? I think that's a much better question. The homie Peter asked, I wonder which team has better TV ratings, the Knicks or the Nets? We don't really play nationally televised games, so you got to take us out the equation immediately, but that's not here nor there. Homie Matt, the Knicks fan, says, free ISO Zoe. I'm mildly here for it, because I don't understand how Wayne Ellington gets to play, but Alonzo Trier doesn't sniff the court. I'm trying to figure out the logic in that, but again, fire Fizz. The homie L says Randle played like he was in quicksand today. Randle played like he was in Bird Box today. I mean, just blindfolded, just going around like that, doing his patented Stevie Wonder impression, if you ask me. But that's not here or there. The homie Reggie says they play older players just to get some trade value up and then trade them. Portis and Morris have value. At this point, I'm not really emotionally attached to any of our players who are not our young core, and I include Elfrid Payton in our young core, but that's not him there. As far as our older veterans, I'm not super attached to anyone, so if anyone were to be traded at this point, I honestly wouldn't even care, because this season is a literal train wreck, and I think it's time to go ahead and give up. Somebody mentioned this. I think I saw it on Twitter. I can't remember who it is. But we have to get to a point where we are so trash at some point. I don't know when management is going to draw that line, because we're coming up on another 10-game increment. So I don't know if they're going to have another press conference. I don't know. But they have to come to a point where it's just established that there's no saving this season, and you got to put them vets on the bench, and you got to let them kids play, because we're really going to waste another season. I don't see us coming back from it, especially if they don't have any plans to fire Fizdale. Then there's no saving the season. If you're not going to fire Fizz because whatever the reason is, then there's no saving this season. So the best thing to do is try to develop the players. That's just where I'm at personally, because I'm not seeing any hope on the other end of the tunnel. It's been a while since we've gone into a game and I've said, "Oh, we got this one." Our trash can level is dangerously high. And I think we're at that point. I think we're at that point to where it doesn't matter what the veterans want. It doesn't matter what they were promised. Let them kids go out there. It's time for Mitchell Robinson to start games again. No offense to Taj, not saying he's not doing his job, but since management is clearly not interested in winning, then let them kids go out there. What would be the harm in Wayne Ellington never playing again? And we get Trier some minutes. What would be the harm in, I don't know, Marcus Morris coming off the bench one day so Kevin Knox can start? We're not going to win anyway. Like, it's at that point. And I'm sorry to pull the plug and be so negative already, but I'm not really seeing any hope. These dudes are trash. They're not playing any defense whatsoever. And there's no amount of us yelling. There's no amount of diss tracks. There's no amount of slander from the media. There's no amount of anything that's going to change it clearly. Whether it's we just got yet another bad batch of players, or our coach is just a complete imbecile, which, you know, I lean towards Fizdale being stupid, but that's neither here nor there. Something's not changing, and we're running into the exact same situation again. So instead of wasting a season and not letting the people we drafted and the kids we acquired play, why waste the season? That's just my thoughts on it. What y'all saying out here? The homie R says, Sever, why does this always happen to Knicks players? They get ruined. That's the old New York Knicks curse. You put on a New York Knicks jersey, all of a sudden you are absolute trash. The homie L says, David Fizdale is the one telling Dennis Smith Jr. and Franks to give the ball to him. Well, again, another tip in the cap for Fizdale not knowing what the jive he's doing. The homie Dylan says fire Fizz. You know, I agree 1000% on that. The homie Noah says Julius Randle is so bad. Trade him at the deadline, and the same with Marcus Morris along with Knox. I like Kevin Knox, and again, I feel like with more minutes, we'd be able to see how else it is that he's improving. I'm not super emotionally attached to Marcus Morris, and I think Marcus Morris is eventually going to ask for a trade at some point, but I'm not going to be the one to suggest that because I think he's a great leader. Randle, on the other hand, is poo-poo. And the diss track at first was a joke. Now I'm like 100% feeling that. Like I would open Rolling Loud with that and get booed off the stage, but that's not here nor there. The homie Izzy says paid him all that money so he could literally just hang out. Izzy dropping them gems. The homie R says it always seems like their practices are said to be perfect, but the product on the floor is trash. I would like to sit in and be a fly on the wall for what they're doing in practice. I'd really like to see it, even though we've kind of seen a couple behind the scenes clips and all they do is race each other. So, I mean, if that's practice, then Jesus, Allen Iverson would happily show up early for those practices, but that is neither here nor there. The homie Franco says, I think ISO told Fizz that he's a terrible coach. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe that's why he's not playing the old Joakim Noah to Jeff Hornacek thing, which I'm still waiting to hear what that man said. What that man said to Jeff Hornacek to make him that angry. I've been waiting patiently. I've yet to hear anything, but that's neither here nor there. I need D Rose to spill those details. I want to know what he said to that man. We'll never know, but that's not here nor there. Homie Sam says, I'm excited to boot RJ, the rest IDK. He also includes Mitchell Robinson as well. I'm borderline at that point. I really am. I would like to see what Elfrid Payton can do, but he refuses to play. So I don't know. I might have to put him on the bum list. I don't know because he don't freaking play. The homie Dylan says, we still suck, but watch us not get the first overall pick. Oh, probably not because we're cursed, and that's just how being a Knicks fan goes. Homie Cameron's here. What's popping with you? Izzy says exactly what I said on Thursday. There's no point. Yeah. I'm here with you on that. The homie R says it's a top heavy draft, isn't it? If y'all are going to draft pick speculations, normally I would say I'm not here for that, but we are so bad. If it makes you feel better, I say go ahead and do it. If you haven't noticed, this live stream is just going to be me talking to y'all because it's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning and them dudes are trash, and we're just going to be here in a couple hours again for when we get blown out by the Nets at home. So I'm just kind of talking with y'all. If it makes you feel better, gosh dang it, then I'm here to talk to you. Homie Peter says, let the kids play. I'm here for that. The homie Franco says, yeah, there's 4 players that can go overall as of now. Reggie is bringing up Cole, Anthony. Are any of y'all here for the idea of Zach LaVine being so irritated with his coach off of a 50-point game that he just says screw it and forces a trade over to New York? Is anyone down for Zach LaVine joining us? Matt, the Knicks fan, suggested it, and I wanted to see y'all's energy. Do y'all want Zach LaVine? Because I'm not sure that would help anything, but just the idea in general. How do y'all feel about that? Again, not that would solve any of our problems, but just hypothetically, if he just got sick of the Bulls and said, I want to play for the Knicks, are y'all down? Homie Franco says he's down. A light-skinned Tim Hardaway Jr. Is he now? I don't know if Timmy's ever dropped 50. I don't know. I don't know about all that. But again, I don't really watch LaVine like that, so I have no idea. Not really that detailed of a proposition. Just in general, would you mind him on our team? Like, I happen to think that there is no situation ever where Carmelo Anthony is welcome on our team. No offense to him, and I'm happy that he's doing well, but I need that energy as far away from our team as humanly possible. But I'm happy he got signed. I'm very happy for him. And I think he's playing well, and I think people are being a little bit too hard on him. However, at the same time, we are trying to save our organization, and I don't need Melo anywhere near it, but that's neither here nor there. Reggie, it's 7 a.m. over there. Shout out to you for watching me at 7 a.m., man. That's serious loyalty, and I appreciate that, bro. The homie Dylan says the Knicks want to trade for Bogdanovich. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Esco's in here somewhere, I think. What's popping with you, bro? Peter says, which is worse, the Knicks, Giants, or the WWE? Oh, WWE easily, hands down. I'm not even going to watch Survivor Series. I have no interest in that at all. Homie Ronald says, who do I send my psychiatrist bill to? Totally. How about all of the above? All the above. Dylan says, make a Julius Randle diss track part 2. I'm thinking about it. Maybe like a rap one. I'm thinking maybe over 6 foot, 7 foot or something like that. But I don't want to get my channel taken down. But I'm thinking about it because Julius is playing really, really bad. So I'm considering it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it, but I am considering it. Might go up on the second channel. I'm not really sure. Homie Izzy says, if it's a possibility, anything for more talent, I'm down at this point. It's not going to help, but oh my God, we suck. Oh, I agree. The homie Federer says, Knicks need to hire Becky Hammond. She will not develop these kids the right way with tough love, but also she is smart and will never give up on her. I mean, I'm here for anyone whose name is not David Fizdale. So there you go. The homie Sam said, "Did you see him against the Hornets tonight?" Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know if that's gonna save anything, but man had 13 threes in one game. That's some J.R. Smith stuff, and I'm here for it 1,000%. Homie Deep says, "Salute." I salute right back at you, bro. There you go. Dual salutes. AEW over WWE. I've been meaning to check it out. It's just the Knicks schedule has been crazy, and I haven't gotten a chance. But I think this week I might peep it out because I'm at the point where I'm just not gonna watch WWE until Jeff Hardy comes back. It's as simple as that. Homie Dylan says they're trying to get Giannis and free. I don't even want to hear anything like that. I don't want to go into that because that right there, that's just part two of what we literally just went through, and I'm still reeling from this year's free agency. I don't think I'm ready for all that yet. The homie Esco says we are such garbage. Oh, I agree 1,000%. You're not going to get anything else from me there. I 1,000% agree. The homie B's here. Must have heard me complaining from his closet. What's good with you? Yes, he is indeed a bum. And you of all people know I have my Christmas rule. I do not call anyone a bum until Christmas, but Julius Randle is an exception. Hey, Michelle, what's popping with you? The homie, Mean Grinch? I'm not really sure. Mean says, trade Julius Randle back to the Lakers for sandwiches. Are they, and I'm just asking, are they peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Because if so, y'all can trade me too. Just let me get one of the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I would much rather be covering the Lakers right now. Believe me on that. I'd much rather be covering the Lakers, who I could not have been more wrong about. But that's not even there. Michelle, did I already say hey to you? What's popping with you? How you doing? How the Mangles doing? Tuna sandwiches. Okay, I'm here for that. I mess with tuna sandwiches. I don't know what y'all talking about, but that's not even there. Glad they're good. They have to be 10 times better than Mitchell Robinson's ankles. So I'm glad. And again, shout out to each and every one of y'all for coming through at 1 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. I appreciate that. Late live stream, but I appreciate y'all coming through and such and supporting the kid and such. Scott, what's popping with you, bruh? Yes, this was another fake comeback, which again, I had already seen the score, so I knew they were gonna lose, but it doesn't stop the pain. It still hurt. Predictions for tomorrow's game, we're probably gonna get blown out by, I'm gonna say 15. Because even though Kyrie's not going to play, that doesn't really seem to stop the Knicks from not playing any defense whatsoever. Someone's got to stop Karis LeVert, as much as it makes me vomit to say it. Someone's got to stop Spencer Dinwiddie. I mean, someone's got to guard the three, and Frank can't do it on his own. Mitchell Robinson can't do it on his own. So Oh, Karis LeVert is still hurt. That does not change my opinion. We're still going to lose. But, I mean, hey, maybe they'll surprise us. They won't, but maybe they will. And I'm at this point now to where even going into next season, Michael Jordan can come out of retirement. And Scottie Pippen and the whole crew could come back and join us in free agency. And I'm going to keep it that way with you. I'm done hyping them. I'm done having any form of confidence in them. They have to prove it. They have to prove that they are worth our time and effort. I think it's cute that everyone in the building got together and started chanting, "Sell the team." That's cute, but y'all still paid to go see that trash. You feel me? I feel like as a fan base, we just have to demand respect. We have to demand respect from these people. And until they prove that they can go out there, and we talked about this a little bit in the summer, but I shied away from it because I was trying to be positive. Normally, I am very, 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 very negative, but I tried to be positive this entire summer. But, they have to prove to us that they're worth supporting. Now, I'm not saying let's not watch the games, because obviously we're always going to watch the games. We're a fan of the team, clearly. But I'm saying, like, going above and beyond for them bums, Reggie, you got the right idea. And I mean, shout out to MSG Go and everything, and Madison Square Garden Network and all the cool things that they do. Shout out to Pepsi, all that good stuff. I know whenever I'm doing a live stream, I like to refresh myself with a cooling bottle of old Pep. I know Michael Jackson, he probably didn't care for it. He's giving me a really weird look. I got like 30 posters of Michael Jackson in my room, but that's not here to there. I know he didn't care for it, but I know I enjoy some Pepsi, plug, but that's not here to there. But outside of that, I mean, Jesus, we cannot support them. We just can't do it. We can't give them anything. I'm going to keep it a thousand. It might have to start with not going to games. I know I'm not going to any games this year. Not that I will pay for. I mean, if they want the kid at the game, I will happily sit right next to Spike Lee. Like, you ain't gonna have no issues out of me, but I am not going to pay. I'll tell you that. I ain't paying to go to them. That's not here there. The homie Cameron says, thanks for the shout out before those fans are right, though. Dolan should sell the team. There's a lot of things that the fans were chanting that they were right on, that we probably don't even have time to go into. Dark Matter, what's popping with you? Gosh dang it. Welcome to another live stream. Well, it's 1:00 in the morning. I'm gonna go try to resurrect what's left of my weekend. Hopefully the squad is still at the old I'm not gonna tell y'all where we hanging out, but hopefully they're still there so I can meet up with them and such. So I should be exhausted in the next live stream. That's not here there. So someday I will come. Off topic. If you've never been to a game at the Garden, I suggest it. I mean, I know we were just talking about boycotting, but just totally like just like off of the rant. If you've never been to a game and you can afford it, even if it's the cheap seats, you gotta go. It's a really cool experience. But as for right now, let's keep this boycott strong, unless they are willing to have us all come in a Sever the Bond section. Then by all means, we all need to come through. Michelle will lead the way as we march down to half court and scream Fire Fizdale, like those dudes did at the Harvard-Yale game, where they just went out at half court and pulled out signs and said Fire Fizdale. I'm pretty sure that's what the sign said. Maybe I'm misquoting it. I don't know. Like, comment, subscribe, H3Ts. The triple OG putting as much work as me. Do me a favor, point them out. I will see you guys in a couple hours. We're going to play the Brooklyn Nets later on today, according to your time zone. Yeah. So see you then. I'm pretty sure we'll lose, but at least we'll have each other, and this live stream will be on time. It will not be at midnight. So I will see you directly after the game here on Sever the Bond. Reggie, one of these days, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but one of these days, if I get some money, you and I are going to a game. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but one of these days, I'm going to get me some money. And you and I are going to a game, gosh dang it. It might not be nice seats, but the two of us are going to a game. I'm going to find a way to make it happen. If I get some money, don't quote me on that, but if I get some money, you deserve to go to a game, bro. It's going to be one heck of a flight ticket, but one of these days, if I get around to doing a meetup or something like that, I got you, but that's not here or there. Reggie Bullock will save this team. And on that note, I'm going to bed. Russia was popping with you. Peter, I appreciate it. Penguin Gang was litty. The RAR train is optional, again, because we are terrible and it is 1:00 in the morning. But if you care to partake in the RAR train, I will be here in the chat for a couple of seconds after I end the live stream and such. So Penguin Gang was litty. Agaga, all that foolishness. I'll see y'all later. I'm going to go hang out with the squad, and I'll see y'all later tonight for the live stream after the Nets game. Agaga. Thank you, Reggie. Agaga. Agaga, agaga. Agaga, agaga. Russia, good night. Agaga, agaga. Agaga, agaga, agaga. Agaga, agaga, agaga. Agaga. Ey. Ey. Ey.